And welcome back to another TNV exchange here, hosted by Feels Good FC. You know who it is, it's Steve Pontecorvo. I'm with Jumpy from the exchange. How we doing, Jump?
Yo, my man, what's really good, dude? A lot of soccer I went to this weekend, bro. A lot of soccer this weekend. Let's get into this party.
Yep, we're
Wiki's
springing
welcome.
forward.
Wiki's welcome.
Fuck it.
Wiki fucking watched the show.
Wiki
Watched the show. And he said, fuck Steve and his vintage shirts. I'm coming in there and he's going to have to buy my vintage shirt next year. My Montreal shirt. That's what he said to you, Steve.
I love it. Wiki shoving it right up my hoop there, fucking just giving it to me, scoring 2 goals in Sports Illustrated Stadium. When I saw it on the score sheet, I was literally in disbelief, man. I just started laughing because, you know, we got to call people out. I like when they answer the bell, and I can admit when I'm wrong. And honestly, I definitely jinxed that.
Dude, you know what the thing is? You have to be worried when you play a team that hasn't won.
Yeah, you say that a lot.
I always say that.
Yeah,
and that was a perfect example. You know, I thought it was going to be like that with NYCFC, but NYCFC put the smackdown on Orlando. Dude, NYCFC is undefeated.
Yeah, it's tough. A lot to get into. We spring forward into this daylight savings. We get that hour back. Hope everyone got to be outside a little bit, you know, get some sunshine. It feels good to get back out there, man, and have that extra hour. So hopefully now the players can and the fans can start coming out. Regardless of you know, Montreal hasn't won. They haven't even really scored a goal in their first couple games. They look bad.
Bro, Wiki scored more goals than he scored his entire time as a Rebel.
We fell into that trap where we probably thought, you know, we could do whatever the fuck we want and win. And Bradley came out with that team, that starting lineup that was a little wild looking. Julian Hall, like in the midfield area, I wish we could have stuck with what we had. I know Dylan Nealis was hurt and Doncourt got injured as well, so you had to make some changes. But
who would have thought Dylan Nealis is the guy?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, what was that shocking? I want to start with just the lineup, and then we'll get into the wiki thing. That lineup, we wanted to integrate Chupo back into the team. You can't leave a superstar Chupo on the bench, so it was important to get him on the field and get his game going. But is there any other, what was Bradley thinking with that lineup?
I was thinking that he overlooked Montreal. When I was at the Brooklyn game yesterday, so I didn't really see everything, but when I saw the lineup, I said, he thinks that they're going to smack around Montreal. That's why he sent out whoever he sent out. And I think anybody would have thought the same thing. You saw Chupo in the starting lineup. You thought these guys were going to score 5 or 6 this game. It was bad. It was real bad.
Yeah, we play with our heads and not our feet in this one. It's going to be tough because he's like, I watched the post gamer with Michael Bradley. He's like, we wanted to get Chupo in there, but then we also wanted to keep Hall in. But I'm like, just have Hall come off the bench this one game. Like, it's not a big deal. You know, I know he wants to keep him playing. Start Bregren, man. Start Gustav Bregren. I think he's more of a problematic type of player, crunches tackles, and can play good alongside Forsberg. Yeah, I know it's still early days and Bradley will get it down, but and then you have Volador back there as well, filling in for Nealis, but we were kind of getting beat over the top by the long ball from Montreal. So just a tough one. Do you go back to Julian Hall the next game for forward?
100%. Go back. I don't know why you tried to fix something that wasn't broken. Should have just kept coming out there with the same guys you came out with every day. It's worked every week. Why are you getting cute? I know why they're getting cute. Because they thought they were going to smack around Montreal with whoever the fuck they put out there.
Yep.
It came back to bite them in the ass. And they came back to bite you in the ass, too.
Yeah, big time. I mean, it wasn't just Wiki. Montreal got started early with the penalty in the box. Our guy, Justin Che, he was having a good couple games. So we mistakenly thought he cleared the ball off the line last week, but it was actually our other guy, JMR, Marshall Rudy, clearing that ball off. But Che commits the foul. I don't know. Some people were like, he got the ball. He didn't get the ball. But either way, it's a penalty. And fucking Horvath is another one that didn't have a great game. Guessed right, but just couldn't, get that save there. So Montreal goes up 1-0, and then all of hell breaks loose, and Wiki Carmona comes back to Sports Illustrated Stadium and says, "You know what, Steve? Fuck you. Fuck your trade."
He said, "Fuck you. Fuck your trade. Hey, Sandro." And Sandro spoke perfect English back to him on the phone. He said, "I told that team, don't get rid of you. I told them you were the greatest thing ever. I told them." Sandro said, I told you, Wiki, I told you. Nobody listened to me. Dude, let me tell you something, man. I know off the air you said that the goals weren't pretty. I get that. But if you score two against the team that you did terrible against, that I don't even think they gave him like a welcome back, Wiki
They
Carmona.
did.
They
Pause. They
did?
did. Yeah.
Okay,
That's
I
why
wasn't
he
sure.
didn't celebrate. He actually didn't celebrate. It just ends up being a funny conundrum because he actually did get a small plaque with his red jersey printed on there. I think it's probably just because he was on the team that went to the final, right?
Yeah, I guess. I didn't even think they would give him that.
Me neither. Honestly, it was a shock to me. Julian came out with it.
Wow.
So good on
Okay.
Julian. You know what I mean? That's what sucks because it's like I miss Kyle Duncan and I miss Daniel Edelman and we all wanted success for Wiki. Literally, all of us did. We all did. It's not like we don't, but it's just a matter of time. Like if we get it done here, if we get it done, we can't keep everybody, and we have people coming through. We have deals. We needed to make moves. So as I felt like if Wiki was still really pissed about it, he would have celebrated 100%, and he actually didn't.
Yeah.
Shout out to Wiki Carmona shoving it up my ass this week, big time, scoring a brace against the against the Red Bulls, his former team. More goals in that arena that he scored in the entire season last year for Red Bulls, which is quite incredible. Yeah, he gets on the score sheet with a free kick, which yeah, I will glaze my team a little.
Dead free kick. Dead.
Dead free kick. He
He
just
passed it.
alongside the ground, and then Horvath is left stranded, frozen in his net. I'm not sure. Nobody reacted really, and the focus was not there on that play. Red Bulls caught sleeping, and it was kind of already disaster at that point at 2-0 heading into halftime.
Bruh, let me tell you something. I have no idea. I didn't watch enough, but I don't know what the hell they saw. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like I don't know like what happened. Like how did this go this bad so fast?
yeah.
And is it something to worry about? Is my question to you.
Yeah, I mean, we like I said, we knew a loss was gonna come. I just didn't know how in what fashion of a way. But yeah, that was like a almost like a complete breakdown. Montreal were just finding those gaps. We were pressing them, and they were just hitting that long ball over, and they had a few guys running onto it, and we just weren't making those defensive plays that we kind of were the first couple weeks. That's what I'm saying. Maybe just like a little lack of focus. I hope it was maybe some airheaded thought, like underestimation of the opponent. We're gonna have bigger tests though, and different style games heading into. We're not gonna underestimate Cincinnati, but that's gonna be a tough one, in Miami too. It's definitely a concern, and it's a young, growing team. It's like I told you, it's kind of starting fresh in a new era here. So we got to roll with the punches and got to roll with Bradley, no matter
Dude,
what.
you know what the crazy thing is? That they could have easily went into this game this week against Toronto.
You know, it's
That's
frustrating.
bad. Yeah, they could have been 3-0.
Like it seems like if this team can play a decent game, then we can win on the road this year, and that won't be a problem.
So you have Toronto, Charlotte, Cincy, and then Miami.
Right.
In Miami.
There's going to be a little international break soon as well. But yeah,
Yeah.
that's pretty much that Miami game is going to be the first massive game of the season. Because it's like a lot of eyes are on that game. You just want to show the world, and that is a test, measuring test of where this team could be at. So that's going to be the first big game, and it's in Miami. So luckily, we don't have to deal with the circus just yet. Messi coming to Red Bull Arena or Sports Illustrated.
Dude, you know what I want to ask you? We'll go back to this. I thought that a derby was a little earlier in the season. Am I wrong?
Now, you said that last week, too. No, it's in May. It's always
Okay.
usually in May. It's usually we get one in the spring and then one in the fall.
Okay. I thought for some reason. Oh, there it is. Yeah, that's right. You did last week say that.
And I'm hoping, I'm going to just double check. Yes, it is. Because you know what they kept doing, too? They put the fucking derby midweek. Remember that? On a Wednesday. Now, this time, it's on 2 Saturdays. Saturday night. Marquee
Nice.
match. So both sets of fans will be there, no problem.
Nice.
No more like, hey, we played Sunday and now we're going to play our derby on a Wednesday. So you had 2 days to get ready for it. Not the proper way to build up that game, right?
Oh, right.
So that's and I'm sure with the schedule change, a lot of things are moving around. Another excuse maybe for soccer fans to be like, hey, aren't things changing? I'm just going to wait until they change and maybe then I'll start going to games. But
Yeah, you're going to go when it's freezing? They're not going to go when they're freezing. Who the fuck they bullshit? I was telling somebody, I was talking to a kid from City Boys in the city at the City game, and we were talking about it was like a little cold Sunday, and like a Yankee Stadium, it's like open glass where the media is. So like you're sitting there like you're in the game, like you're freezing your balls off, like it's freezing. And I'm like, yo, next year, you're gonna be sitting here with fucking icicles on your mustache. Your boogers are gonna freeze on your mouth, bro.
Yeah, I mean, I guess because at least in the beginning of the season it'll be warm, right? Because if you're starting in like late August, September, like those games will be great. But I guess it does go into November and December.
And it gets brick the
Yeah,
week
that's
before
where the break
Christmas,
comes in.
huh?
That's where the break comes in, right? The January, full January break.
Really?
Yes, yes.
Shit.
Takes an entire break, and then we're trying to do this thing where it starts back in February, and then a lot of the southern teams are going to host those early games in February.
And West Coast.
Yeah. Our playoffs would be in May.
That's dope.
Exactly. That's the wave.
So it'll be like hockey, bro. Like towards the end of the season, when it's Stanley Cup, you're celebrating when the weather's nice.
Exactly.
Damn.
So that's kind of when you want your fans and the most eyes on the games anyway. And I mean, the Supporters Shield trophies get decided at the end of all campaigns, right? At the end of all seasons. If it's U.S. Open Cup, a Shield, so all that celebration stuff will happen. Like I said, in the more fair weather months, which is great, instead of December and January and shit.
Yeah, yeah.
I do agree. There's still going to be cold games no matter what, and it's still going to be a struggle to get fans. But who knows? Red Bulls did not come out to play this way, so if you know my call last week for people to come out to the stadium, it was kind of met with Wiki Carmona stealing the show because he scores again on a fucking mistake by Ethan Horvath. I'm putting this on Horvath because he didn't fucking react to the second goal either. He puts Mehmeti under pressure, kind of a hospital ball. Montreal steals it. Wiki gets it at like the penalty spot and just slots
Rolls it in. Dude,
he just
bruh,
he got gifted the ball. They like put a little pressure on it. He was doing what he normally does.
it could have been any fucking body in the world, but
It
it
could have
had
been
to be
anyone. It
fucking
had
Wiki.
to be him. It had to
That's the thing. That's the crazy part.
You know
It
what's
had
so
to be
funny?
Wiki.
Wiki gets the player of the match day.
He got the player
of the
of
match
course.
day, Carmona.
Of course, bro.
The first three player of the match days: Julian Hall, yeah, Lionel Messi, and now Wiki Carmona. Tell me you had that on your board.
Dude, nobody had that on their board. Nobody had that on the board.
So what do you think?
I'm like shocked. Like even like right now, I just went to check on the MLS Instagram because I thought like we were blowing smoke, but he made the fucking team with a weak Wiki.
Yeah, but like those goals were such shite goals to give up. I know like everyone's glazing Wiki and stuff, but man, those were really poor to give up. I think the quality of those goals were not good. So that's probably what's most concerning. We did show some fight. We got 7 shots off. Michael Bradley was right. There was a couple chances almost here or there, but those goals were pretty demoralizing and they came at really shitty times of the game. So let's hope we can just bury this one and forget it. We got to go up to Toronto next week. So
With Josh Sargent.
that little early season humbling is where it's like, dude, you guys will be good, but we're not going to just walk in and play any team that we think is less than us and just beat them. We got to treat everybody with respect in this league, no matter what their record is.
Yeah, yeah.
Right? Like you said, all those teams, a hungry dog runs faster. You got to be careful with these Canadian teams early on. Who else does Toronto have? Let's see. They picked up that Serbian guy, Miljevic. That's who else they have. And they also have another ex-Red Bull, Derek Etienne, still.
Is he still on that team?
Yeah, he is.
I don't think so.
He's still on the team. And so is
Shit.
Azario and Richie Larea.
He is Etienne.
Yep. This is going to be a tough match in Toronto, too. We've always had good games against Toronto.
And Raheem Edwards.
Oh,
Let's go!
we just catch smoke from all our ex-players now this year.
Wait till Raheem Edwards gets the free kick banger to win the game in the 90th minute. Ooh, bro.
Shut the fuck up.
Imagine that, bro.
Man, yeah, this is going to be a tough one. Hey, and you know what else? Another homecoming for Michael Bradley. Michael Bradley comes back to Toronto FC, his old stopping ground. So I think he'll take this one a little bit more seriously. I think since Michael Bradley's playing days in Toronto, he used to beat up on Montreal a lot, right? He's like, Montreal, you guys, I'll fuck with the lineup. You guys will just do whatever you want. But little humbling early for Michael Bradley. Rebels dropped the points, but still a good start. Let's see what they do in Toronto. Let's see what starting lineup they put out, because that's going to be the most interesting thing. I mean, Gustav not getting a start was a shock to me. I think you got to get Bregren in there. Or is he like supposed to be Forsberg's sub? I'm not really sure.
I think Gustav, I think,
And you interviewed him early, remember, at the back three on
yeah, yeah.
radio, Gustav Bregren, and you spoke to him. He was excited for this year. So what do you think about that absence?
Dude, again, I think that how do I say this? I think that they overlooked this team. That's why we didn't see guys. Like Gustav came in at the end of the game the other day. So like, well, I don't know, man. I don't. The only thing I can see is they overlooked their competition. They played down to their competition because we all know that they're a better team than them
That's true.
by a lot. By a lot.
Gustav wasn't used in the Montreal game. One of the subs that weren't used. I'm not sure what Michael Bradley's looking at. He threw in Andy Rojas a little bit and Mosquera, and I can already see this. He is favoriting those kids 100%. Even with Chupo not starting the past couple games. So he's definitely favoring the kids. We'll see how Forsberg feels about all this. I'm not sure. Doesn't help that the fans aren't really filling up the stadium, and then we got fucking sperm bank ads rolling around, and that's what we're trending.
Yeah, because Wiki left his load on you guys.
Holy shit.
Wiki was the sperm bank, bro. Dude, I cannot, we keep harping on it. I mean, there's a lot of other things. I'd like to talk a little bit about what I saw in Brooklyn, but we got to just keep touching on this Wiki situation because it's crazy, right? If he doesn't have another good game the rest of the year, he had the only game he needed to be good at, right?
Yep.
It's so fucked. It is so fucked.
It's just the story of this club sometimes, which is so funny because we actually were just speaking about it a little bit off camera. 20 years of Red Bull ownership. It was exactly 20 years ago, March 9th, 10th, 2 weeks before the MLS, that Red Bull came in and bought this club right here. They're the Metro Stars, formerly New York, New Jersey Metro Stars.
See, I remember, I think I said this to you before. I remember it being differently. I remember it being talks of it happening, and then it happened going into that season, the next season. But I thought that people were prepared for that to happen.
No, they weren't. They weren't. Mark DeGrande was still the GM then, and he said they all had to change everything, locker rooms and everything to Red Bull in a matter of 2 weeks. They had to do everything.
That's crazy.
The Metro Stars came out with their home and away kit for 2006 that year. They were ready to wear them. They were training with Metro Star stuff in the training leading up to that season. But on that first game, they put on that Red Bull jersey. So it was a strange, strange time, a strange year. 20 years ago today, the landscape's so different, man. It's so crazy how far we've come. In a good way, you know what I mean? I know no one even fucking like watches. We say like we still bitch and moan about the attendance and sponsorship and stuff, but the league has come so far from 20 years ago. At that time, the league was broke. Metro Stars pretty much broke. No home stadium in the works currently, and Red Bull came in with the fucking dollar bills, man. So it was.
And that's it. That's it.
Hard
That's
for the
it.
league to say no, because a lot of Metro Stars fans obviously they weren't about it. So at the time, the league needed money, the league needed investors, and Red Bull took that risk. And now look how much, if they wanted to sell right now, hypothetically, how much you think they quadrupled? How much did they make off that? Right?
They probably quadruple, maybe more.
Maybe more, dude. So like we're all laughing at them, but from their eyes, it's like they've done everything they could to make this franchise at least somewhat successful. I know people think they can do more. They built the stadium. We got a training ground coming state of the art. We got the pipeline full of local stars. We've had a couple of European stars come through those doors. At the end of the day, we still need an MLS Cup. So that's just the one thing it's missing. And maybe a name change too. Maybe in 20 years we just can call this thing something else. You can.
What would you call it?
You can still own the team, but I just still think that the name and the identity, and we can be defensive about this topic and be and act like the elephant in the room's not there, and it's like almost the teasing with the stadium or the teasing thing with New Jersey. It's like pick a name, man. But the thing is, with the league, they want you to pick a city, or they usually want you to pick a region. There's no MLS team named after like just Metro or whatever. Every team is got like a SC or a city behind their name. So I'm just saying, maybe in 20 years, the things will be different, but they're gonna have to either change the name or do something. They can't keep calling themselves Red Bull.
Yeah. I dude, at least bring it back for like a retro night. Remember last year when they did the retro night with
But
the fucking
again,
Nintendo games? Come
I
on,
know, but
bro.
they don't own the Metro Stars name, so they can't sell anything with Metro Stars on it. So they can't do that.
No, but you can make like the Metro Stars front and you can put like Red Bulls like in that front font.
Yeah, they could get creative with it. Of
Yeah.
course. Of course. The powers that be. That's why I really thought, because this topic, what we thought right here, 20 years, it's why I thought this year would be the year they would do that. Because it's like, hey, 20 years. Let's do
Yeah.
something special. Even if it was just maybe we go back to the first crest, like that Red Bull dropped. I don't know, anything to kind of honor some kind of history. And that's why it just like, they don't give a fuck about history or something.
Yeah.
They
They
just
don't care.
they take some things and then they do their own fucking thing with it. I mean, that's all about fun for fucking Red Bull because they do the skateboarding and the Formula One and all this action shit. And people want like you to be all in on this shit around here, and you need to get the identity down because you're ignoring a big part of Newark that's not coming to those games. I'll tell you that much right then and there.
Dude, didn't you say, were you the one that said this to me that they should bring in a Portuguese guy? Reel
Yeah,
all those people in? Yeah.
yeah, yeah. They should.
Yeah, they need to because that place looked crazy.
Yeah, they
That
need.
place looked crazy.
Yeah, it's still tough for the attendance, so I'm hoping once the bigger games come up in the year, it'll shoot back up.
Everybody makes their money when Messi comes.
Yeah, yeah, same thing. I mean, it's gonna be tough, but this show goes on the road right now. I know you went to Brooklyn FC though. How was what did Brooklyn FC do?
Yo, let me tell you something, man. You know, for the casual fan, it's a bang for your buck to go to these games. It was a good game. Coney Island was dope. It's like my second time ever in my life going there. The way that they do the baseball soccer, it's a little more intimate because it's smaller. The backdrop of like the Ferris wheel and the fucking Warriors coming through with the glass bottles was fire. Every dude, I loved it. Shout out to Brooklyn, man. And then this week, you already know what it is.
Yeah, it's Cosmo time, huh?
It's Cosmo time, bro. Let's get into that a little bit. You coming out, yeah?
Yeah, yep. New York Cosmos get the season going, man. It's about time this upcoming week. I'm hoping for good weather too. I mean, we've been getting some good weather. I hope we can hang on maybe that first Saturday afternoon, get us at least like a 50, 50
Give us a
degree.
nice 55.
Right, that way definitely people will be there. It's going to be awesome, man. I've been a lot of anticipation for this match here to get going against Portland, right? Heart of Pine.
Yeah, bro. And Portland Heart of Pine are coming down and they're going to Veritage.
No
And
way.
then they're taking a bus to Cosmos.
Wow.
And you know who put them onto that? George from the Cosmos.
There you fucking go.
Bro, George and Mark are going to get the Nobel Peace Prize bringing all the fucking groups together to get to these soccer games. I told Mark, I'm like, Mark, you're going to play like, you're going to have the Torcida in there. You're going to have these ones come. You're going to have like this ones come. And you're going to be the guy in the middle. And you're going to bring everybody together.
Hell
And
yeah.
you are going to get the Nobel Peace Prize for being the guy to bring all the fans to go to these games, Mark.
Yo, shout out to George, big time. The facilitator right there. What a guy.
Oh, the facilitator's right.
Yo, for real. Like, he was at the Feels Good game over this past weekend as well, helping us out with some filming and shit. So, shout out to George, dude. Big time guy. Check his page out, Hudson Hive. It's a New Jersey, New York conglomerate of supporters from the Cosmos. So, we fuck with everybody, you know what I mean? We don't really play sides, but yeah, dude, he's showing everyone what's good. You know what I mean? He's got to tell them, you know where to go. Like Veritage, man, that's the place to be. There's nowhere else.
Well, that's what it's about, bro. You know, yesterday at that Brooklyn game, there was over 1,000 because they had a hat giveaway.
Okay.
But there were a group of Indy fans. It was 6 of them that traveled here from Indy, and then they left right after the game. But they were about it, bro. Like, they were so about it. I'm like, bro, I love that they're so about it.
I know.
I love that they're so about it.
You can always find small conglomerates of fans. The USL does have a few fans there. It's still a growing league. I can't wait for them to get pro rel. I think that is going to be their difference maker in what attracts people to that league. I mean, I'm just talking about it. I'm already excited to see something like that come a little bit closer to me. Something still that could be a little bit more accessible in New Jersey or wherever you're at in New
Dude,
York.
you know what the dope part was too? When the game was over, I mean, I'm not trying to like dick swing, but they gave us like great seats right on the pitch. So we were right by the flag. There was like the first row behind like the sponsor board. We were right there. But after the game, dude, every player on the team, they give them a marker and they go over to the fans and they sign and they take their pictures and they shoot the shit with people. I'm like, that's what people should be coming for, bro.
Yeah, of course.
All and you know who plays on that team? The kid Mangione, the cousin of the guy who killed the guy from the. He's on the team. Yeah, but they don't make him available to press because obviously every question is gonna be like, "Hey, what are you doing? Are you with
Yeah, what are you
fucking
doing?
Pfizer? Are you working with Pfizer?" Like you know.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, bro. But yo, shout out to Brooklyn. Great time, great spot. I recommend everybody to go. I hear the tickets are super cheap. Concessions are cheap. It's a good time, dude. You could park for $20 right next to the stadium and walk right into the fucking stadium.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, bro. Dude, it is dope, dude. Listen, I love the MLS, but seeing this for like the first time like this is amazing.
Yeah, because like I said, Jumpy, it's the start of something new. I mean, I think maybe we got to wait for people to catch on a little bit, have some patience with this for it to grow. Let the league grow, let the World Cup do its thing, let the pro rel maybe crowd come in. We'll hopefully have some moments there that'll be very memorable. You'll have some open cup nights soon, right? At Coney Island where it's like packed out and it's in the middle of summer or something like that, right? And it's going fucking crazy. Like that's what it's gonna be, a real fucking vibe to be out there for sure. So I can see that being a lot of fun.
Dog, it's on. It's on. I am so excited for this. Until then, I've never experienced it, to be honest.
Yeah.
So like I'm super excited for like what we're about to see with this and these games. Like, yo, it's on, bro.
Cosmos get going this week, so I know those two they don't play each other until not until April. Cosmos and Brooklyn FC, so I'm excited to see that. We'll definitely be covering that and getting into more of these local teams that, like I said, maybe you're not like New York City FC or like Red Bull New York, but maybe just like a peg or two below. And we're only going to see those teams that maybe are in that tier, right? Too. I'm hoping to see those teams start to be able to flourish and not just have City and Red Bull New York be like the sole two people everyone flock to. So it'll be fun to see. I'm not trying to steal fans either way. It's just, like I said, adding more fighters to the game.
Dude, yesterday, obviously McNamara is on the team, so they had a couple NYC shirts. His family were there. I saw a dude with a Red Bulls, with a Red Bull tracksuit. And I'm like, yo, everybody's here for the game, bro. They're either there for the game or they were there for the free hat. But either way, it worked out.
Either way, it worked out. Yeah, you're dealing with a whole new group of fans too, growing up that are going to catch on this World Cup wave that comes. So it's all
And you could, if you fall in love with it during the World Cup, you're gonna have a lot of cheap options with the USL to go and watch.
exactly,
And it's also at a price where if you are experimenting, you're not getting whacked over the head for the experiment.
exactly. And I just hope that people will catch on to this. Get involved with your local soccer team and make it matter. It could really be big things. Get your business involved, and you can probably help your business grow. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
What you can do. I know a lot of people are small business owners too, so it's important for community. But Red Bull get going next week. I know City ended up winning 5-0 against Orlando, so it's now New York City FC are in first. Red Bull, I think, a few pegs down. But heading into Toronto this week, Toronto coming off a win, 1-0 over Cincinnati. Pretty impressive. But what are you expecting this week at a 1 o'clock start at BMO Field?
I'm thinking a 1-1 draw.
Yeah.
And they should be happy with that. Because I think Toronto really needs to get a W. They're trying to get their shit sorted out. It's going to be a really good game. I think after the smack in the face, you can't get another L. Take a 1-1 draw.
I'm gonna say Red Bull actually win.
Okay.
I say bounce back.
Wow. 2-0 on the road, you're thinking.
Yeah, it's 1-0, 1-0, right? And if not, I wouldn't be surprised. draw either. Michael Bradley hopefully taking this opponent a little bit more serious. You go back to Julian Hall up top there, and you put that lineup, and hopefully we can start to see Gustav Bregren play a little bit too. We need to see the guy. I know we trust these kids and we want to get the kids playing time, but we need to get that Swedish connection going with Forsberg and Gustav. Otherwise,
we need the Swedish House Mafia, baby. Let's go.
Yeah. And I think he's a little bit more defensive too. So if Nealis is out, like you would think, put in Gustav, right? He's a big, tall guy. So I'm hoping Bradley just doesn't go too crazy here and puts out a strong team, and the guys can grind out a win on the road and against Toronto, which are going to be a good test with Josh Sargent in the lineup, Derek Etienne, and we get to see our old friend Raheem Edwards, like you said.
He's going to score the free kick winner.
So you got either a 1-1 draw or a 90th minute winner from Raheem Edwards.
Or the 90th minute draw goal from Raheem Edwards. What about the Cosmos, bro? What are we thinking?
Oof. All right, yeah. Cosmos versus Heart of Pine. First prediction of the year. Shit, man. I mean, I can't see anything else other than a win. I can see, because Portland historically are a good team on the road.
2-1. And they're traveling with a lot of people.
Yeah, they're traveling with a good amount of people too. So 2-1 to the Cosmos, though. It's opening night. You got
Legends Night.
Yeah, Legends Night. Everyone's gonna be there. We're gonna be there. I always feel like when everyone comes together, or especially in this area, you always give yourself a great chance to win. I know that team will feel that from the crowd that day, and I think that'll be enough to propel them for a win. So 2-1, but I can honestly see it being 2-2 because I know USL gets kind of fucking crazy here. And I haven't seen any. I don't really have much to go off of. Quick prediction.
Let's go, baby. We're going to see each other Saturday. What are we thinking?
I said 2-1 win.
Let's go. I'm so fired up for this. Listen, man. Tino, other guys I've met, G, I know the Kit Man. I really hope they win. It would suck if this didn't go the right way the first time around.
Yep.
You set the tone right now for what's about to go down for soccer in USL in New Jersey. So let's go. This is the one. Tickets are available still. Tickets are super cheap. Everybody got to get there.
You got to get there, man.
Bro, we got yo, shout out to Moji Mates. They laced me and my kid up for the game. So we're ready to go.
Let's get it. Hinchcliffe Stadium. You know what it is. Patterson, New Jersey. Show up, show out. Spring is here, man.
If you're a rat, you get thrown off into the waterfall.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you get an ending like The Sopranos if you don't show up. We'll come and find you. So you better be there, or else.
That's it. You better be there.
It is all again. It's that time. It's Testa di Cazzo time. We're playing Toronto. Too bad Insigne is not there anymore.
That was the best.
Let's hope we get that win. And one little fun fact before we leave, because we're on that 20th anniversary thing. That's a nice hoodie there. Go get your hoodie. But Metro Stars, they almost built Metro Park. That was the rumor before they sold. And luckily they didn't build Metro Park, because the renderings, they look like that Dallas Burn Stadium, Toyota Stadium down in Dallas. So be grateful for what you have, Red Bull fans. It's not the exact team or maybe the exact identity you want, but you have a stadium. We have a new training facility coming. We have some history now. We just need to win that big one. So I know it's not everything, but in life you have to be grateful for what we have, and it's the same thing for this club. I hope and have faith that our prayers as fans, and they'll adjust things as needed as they go. All right?
Let's get it, brother.
Let's get it. I'm all in.
Right here, I'm all in with the chips, baby. Let's go.
Well, I'm all in on the Cosmos and George and getting this shit going. I just need the Open Cup to come back too, because that's when it gets really interesting.
Next year.
We'll have to wait next year for that.
That's it.
So then we'll update everybody again soon. Thanks for hanging out with us over here, the TNV Exchange. Next pop-up will probably be in a few weeks, so I'll update you guys next week after the Cosmos game. Probably be down in South Jersey, but I'm coming back to Veritage soon. All right, hope everyone has a good week. Jumpy, sign us off. Anything else?
Guys, let's go. We need everybody to show out for this Cosmos game. If you show out for any of them all year, make sure it's this one. Let's go. Let's get it. Tickets are available. I have a link that I'm posting in my stories. So if you need to get your ticket, let's Get it. Let's get it.
Hell yeah. And please like and subscribe, comment, talk shit, do anything you want. Wiki shoving it up my ass, give it to me. I don't care. Fuck me, honestly. Shout out to Feels Good FC. Yeah. All right, boys. Until next time, take care of yourself. Watch yourself. Testa di caso.
Wiki Kamona. Red Bull drinking.
See ya.
Peace.